Hello, welcome back to this one-man show. We are at the Temple of Atal Hakar, which is another dungeon. I thought just watching me quest is pretty boring. So, yeah, another dungeon run. Um, I made some levels since last time, like 7, I guess. Um, yeah, this is one of the mid, later mid-tier dungeons, I guess. Like around level 50. Um, I have fond memories of this one actually because it has some pretty cool quest lines and dives into the lore a bit. And we got another interesting group. So, no AoE capabilities whatsoever. Warrior tank again. What else we got? A druid, hunter, rogue. So, lots of good sustained single targeted damage. Sadly no mage, so I have to bring my own fucking water. And we're still waiting for one dude. Which is kind of nice in Classic. You know, if you played Retail or whatever, there's just the freaking Dungeon Finder, which just puts you into a group of 5 randos and everything is really hasty and go, go, go and not paying attention and shit. And this is like, alright, we wait for some guys and we have chats and smoke breaks and we even fooled around a bit with like the Horde outside. Like, there's this other faction, as you might know, the Horde, and we could beat each other up or just like troll a bit with emotes and stuff. What? Alright, so yeah, we're waiting and just hanging out till our last member arrives, who is a druid. I guess Feral. Yeah, this is one of the longer ones, so the last one was around, well, a little more than an hour, I guess. Oh, what's that? Voice. This one is a bit more extensive. I think back in the day this was like 2 hours or more, but with the knowledge gained and experience of players and stuff, it's significantly more efficient. Yeah, still playing Paladin, still playing Healer. This group took a long time to put together because like everyone needs tanks. Nobody plays tanks, and it's like it's madness. You keep looking for tanks for. I think the longest waiting time so far was half an hour or whatever. Yeah, but we finally got one, and he seems competent enough. Let's see how it goes. I managed to wear full plate now, which is also a thing in Classic, like when they designed this, it seems like they kind of forgot that not all plate is for like frontline damage dealers. So there's barely any quest loot or dungeon drops with intelligence on it. Like intelligence is good for my mana pool and for my spell crit rate and all that good stuff. But there's none. So I have to wear mostly like random uncommon items with the eagle suffix, which is intelligence and stamina, which is good for a paladin because I'm tanky as fuck and I can heal shit. Yeah, sadly I have to rely on the auction house for that because the drop chance is really like low if you like split it among all the other suffixes. But yeah, I managed to get all the chain gear out of my inventory slots, and wearing now full eagle fucking plate. I got a nice new sword, which is this one, the Phantom Blade, which is also more of a nostalgia piece because it looks so awesome. It's the only model in the game that looks like this, and you wear it on the back, which is cool as fuck. The stats are pretty lame actually. It's decent damage, but it has no attribute stats on it, and it has just this weird proc which decreases armor by 100 and keeps mobs from turning invisible. Yeah, but it looks rad. I think in one of the later 20-man raids there's a one like this, but in like yellow crystal. Back in the day, I farmed this for my mage because it looked so cool, and it needs a lot of rare, like oh boy, oh dude got lost. Rare materials, like it needs air elemental residue basically, and there are like 6 elementals in the zone, and the drop rate is shit, so you have to farm for hours. Why is everyone skeletons? Yeah, but I'm kind of happy with my gear now, because it's at least played. Lots of paladins like rely on other caster gear like cloth or leather or mail. I do with mail, but I refuse to walk around in a fucking dress. I'm a paladin, for fuck's sake. Or these disgraces to the order wearing nothing but like wizard robes and like silly hats and all that stuff. I don't know, I can't do that. Never did it, never will. Poor druid. Alright, we're doing this now. Yeah, I hope the audio is fine. I don't know if the mic is spazzing out again, if the ambient sounds are too loud or whatever. I try to like balance it and activate proper ducking and stuff. Yeah, we'll see, I guess. Last time it had this really weird bug that I kinda, my voice was slowed down and kinda dehumanized. But yeah, we'll see. I'm almost at a point where I can spam a flash of light again. Like, I have 2 heals, one big heal, one small heal. The small heal is really mana efficient, but doesn't heal that much. However, paladins do have a talent that refunds mana on a heal crit. So this heal is very fast, like that. And if I spam it, I can go fish for crits and heal a ton of damage while still retaining my big bulging mana bar, which is nice. No, please don't. Yeah, but I'm not quite there. I don't have any add-ons, so I don't know what my spell crit rate actually is, but I think it's around 13%. And 15 to 20, stuff gets interesting. 30, I'm the god of mana, basically. I will never run out of it. Probably. So can we go inside now? Fuck's sake. Fuck you, Snake. What are we doing? This is not the right way. They really should have put signs in this place. This is also a good quirk of the vanilla version. Like, you actually have to go to a dungeon and enter it on foot. Find your way through all that stupid trash and shit. We had better times back then. I mean, yeah, convenience is not bad, and I think in some phase meeting stones will get in there, but still. I very much prefer this over anything they did since Cataclysm. Shit. So you're a cat. You're a rogue. Alright. Everyone covered. 5-minute blessings, well, they keep you busy because as a paladin you're like this 2 to 3 key wonder. And yeah, every 5 minutes you have to rebuff the whole team. Later on it's 15 minutes. Which is fine, I guess. It comes at the cost that you can't, like... So say we had 2 druids in here. They both would get the same blessing, because it's a greater blessing and buffs every party member of the same class. then it gets complicated again. This was like, yeah, I had 2 add-ons back in the day. Pally Power, which kind of made distributing blessings easier. Like you could set which paladin does what blessings and just have to click the symbol to make it happen. And Outfitter, because I'm a fashion victim, and paladins have to basically juggle gear. If I want to deal damage or tank, I probably need different armor sets. I gotta keep track of my mana. This is interesting. Most people clear the upper part first. We're going downstairs. I like healing warriors. I think I mentioned that. They take really like consistently low damage, can counter spikes very well. And as a warrior, I think, let's put it this way, druids and paladins just go in there, lay on their AoE tanking abilities, and then it's just they get their faces wrecked. Warriors have to be a bit more careful and deliberate about it. So I tend to think a good warrior tank is usually also the like more understanding or more cautious and well, sometimes competent player, because you have to think about much more stuff, like what's going on, like do you have threat on enough mobs, which one do you apply your aggro debuffs to, and all that stuff. This being said, having a paladin run in there and just lay down a consecration, which is like one of their prime ways to generate mass aggro, it's easier. Like, you know, right, he will eat a shit ton of damage and I just counter heal. But like for my sanity and my mana, warriors. Where is he actually? Where is he? Back there. Oh. There he is. Cool. Now we're into a hunter. So your pet gets might. You get might. And you get might. It's actually really rare that I can use I skilled into improved blessings, which mean my blessings are slightly better than those of other paladins. I rarely get to use might because a lot of people need salvation, which reduces aggro. No, shit. What did just happen? Why didn't he get healed? I have mouse over macros, which are nice, but sometimes sometimes I get stuck on a different character or stuff, or if I'm a millimeter beside the optimal portrait range, I will just heal someone else who doesn't need it. Alright. Did I bless you? Yes. Did I bless you? Yes. Fantastic. Also, warriors tend to wait for your mana. Which is important. I mean, like, I'm fine at like 30 to 50% most of the time. To be honest, like, rebuffing everyone consumes more mana than anything else. Okay, so. Yeah, we cleared that shit, I think, then. So, lore. These are the Utterlight trolls, or this is their temple. They worshipped an old serpent god here, Hakar, the soul flayer. Like, soul flayer. And the god got banished, though, from this world. He's behind the veil. He got killed and banished, actually. But some of the nicer trolls fear he will come back, and that's not good for a whole troll kind, because he kinda put them on a dark path. So we are tasked to investigate and stop that shit. This is also like the green dragonflight. Makes sure the spirit of Hakar doesn't escape or pierce the veil. So this temple also is basically their stomping ground. But now the dead are restless, yet fucking again. And something's stirring in the temple. And something's wrong with the green dragonflight as well. Yeah, so far so. And the kind of overarching law here is like, yeah, this is basically a cast grave, the site of a weird troll cult, and the start of the spreading corruption within the green dragonflight. Like the green dragonflight, they are the guardians of the dream world and of druids and of nature. Yeah, but mostly like the emerald dream and keepers of the dream in the broader sense. So if you spend all your existence in like a dream world, it's really easy to get lost in it and stuff. And the main dude in here, his name is Iranicus, he makes sure Hakar stays imprisoned, but somehow he got corrupted. But yeah, most of the dragons are still hanging around here. We'll get to see them and try to prevent people from actually awakening their boss, Iranicus, and keep you from, yeah, like, tampering with, oh shit, fucking hunters, tampering with, like, the divine safeguards. So far, this is a really convenient group, like, everyone does their job. Oh shit, I forgot to read that. Except me, obviously. Oh man, that rope though.
That's still recharging.
Should have given him a crit. Actually. Pit of refuse. I demand to speak to the manager. No. Yeah, good party so far. Everyone does their job, like they focus targets down, they don't take that much damage actually, which is nice. Yeah, pretty easy going so far. This is something like, I think it got harder to find like challenging runs, because basically everyone knows what to do. So it's more smooth sailing most of the time. I don't think I had a bad group so far, and I've ran a lot of dungeons. Stop that! No, like, I think it's mainly because as a healer you can carry a lot of the weight, like when people...
I can't trust that yet.
When people make small blunders, or like if a fight takes longer than it should, based on the damage dealers you have, or if they are under leveled or whatever, you can compensate pretty good if you are not below the level yourself too much. But yeah, something like this, like, I mean, sure, it's a bit of damage, that's fine. But there are people who like I think, oh no, there was a different one. I had a warrior in a different dungeon, like the one from last time, Razor Van Downs. And he consistently charged into groups before the tank and before my mana was ready. And we were like, dude, why are you doing this? And he was like, yeah, I don't want to waste rage, like the warrior's resource to activate abilities. And I was like, but you're wasting my mana. and everyone's time, so stop it. This was like the only and most, the worst offender basically, and that's fine actually, because I don't mind healing a bit more. You have the occasional warlock who life taps, and then you have to heal him, so he gains mana, I lose mana. Well, fucking good trade. Yeah, apart from that, oh, I forgot to tip off the pet. Yeah, a good tank also is the bread and butter of a smooth run. It's basically the nice synergy between a good tank and a good healer. You like enable everyone to use their abilities to their best ability. That was a weird sentence. Very eloquent. I know writing. Yeah. But yeah, you enable everyone to like be the best damage dealer they can. And then everything runs very smoothly. We could do that or split. Like a buddy of mine who I try to play together with, but he outlevels me. Still outlevels me quite a bit. Actually, I don't think I could make the gap any smaller. He knows this shit by heart. I did once too, but now I don't care because I'm a healer. I don't have to pay attention anymore to anything except health bars. I only want statue. Alright, fine. Jeez. Then I have the southeast. Paddling? Oh shit. Well, in that case, I gotta do my job.